as the old saying goes, to be the best, you've got to beat the best. And that is exactly what has transpired here for the Glasgow Warriors. After finishing 4th on the table, they now have to face 2nd place after already taking out 1st in the grand final of the Rabodirect Pro 12 and the Weekend of Champions. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Rabodirect Pro 12 grand final. It is the 2nd part of the 2 pieces of silverware up for grabs. Now yesterday of course was the Aviva Premiership Grand Final. If you haven't checked that out, go see that in case I ruined something by saying what possibly could have happened. But today the focus is all on these guys and the Rabodirect Pro 12 Grand Final with the trophy up for grabs. Of course, Glasgow Warriors, boy, what a season we have had with this team. Their form has been topsy-turvy, wishy-washy throughout the year. They've got injury concerns as well, of course, with McGeegan out for the rest of the season. He's due back in a couple of days. It's a shame we couldn't have him back for the final, but it will be Alex Dunbar to take his spot at inside centre. It is a well-structured side. It is season-hardened, and, well, you saw them last week. 17-7, they took out Ulster. Ulster have been the best side, only losing 1 match all year, but they got beaten by 4th place Glasgow, who were hot and cold. Call them the tap. They've been inconsistent at best, especially in the second half of the season. How will things finish here in this grand final versus Leinster? Now these 2 teams met twice this season, as per usual, back in round 9. It was 11-0 that Glasgow won. It seemed like Glasgow had the upper hand over the Leinster side, but come on, round 18, and 17-14 was the scoreline going the way of the Leinster side. It is star-studded when you have players like Healy, Ross in your front row. He slips there. Gopov, Darcy O'Driscoll, of course Carney, McFadden, and of course none other than Zane Kirchner at the back. These guys are a phenomenal side and fully deserved to be in the final after finishing 2nd on the table, and then of course taking out Ospreys 39-18 in the semi. Of course that is Dave Carney on the right wing, because Rob Carney is out with a red card. So a little bit nasty there from Rob, but I'm sure that Leinster will be just fine without him. Let's get this match underway here. The players set to go, and it will be Jackson from Glasgow playing in their blue. Of course, both teams playing in shades of blue. It will be Leinster playing in their away strip of the white. The clock is ticking, the ref is ready to go, and he blows his whistle, and the Rabodirect Pro 12 final now is underway. Part 2 of the Weekend of Champions here on Cornflakes Group. Keep an eye out on how this one goes. Do not go anywhere, because we have more silverware to go to someone. Someone's cabinet will be filled up as Leinster. Of course, no strangers to trophyware, that's for sure. And they have the first use of the football as Heaslip goes wide, nicely to McFadden, giving it to O'Driscoll, and he charges in up towards halfway. Maybe the final time we'll be seeing O'Driscoll in any kind of rugby shirt. And Leinster still going through Strauss. Now it's in the second row. McCarthy as he looks outside for Healy. Great run from Ken Healy, and his ball's gone wayward. It's picked up from O'Driscoll.
Advantage.
And still attacking is Leinster. Advantage going their way. A forward pass. Oh, it was advantage to Glasgow. All I heard was the advantage call. Was that the one? Oh. They were both a bit dicey there.
Touch.
Chris Cussiter, his late season form has earned him a place in the final here over the strong season running Matulalu. But here is Cussiter. He'll take it off the back and he gives it to Seymour. Oh, big shot on Seymour from McFadden. Glasgow easily set it back up though, and it's there for Strauss. He runs it to Hunter. Lamont, how important is he going to be this today? It's grand final, of course, Rabodirect Pro 12, season long. We've made it to the final, and here we go again with Cussiter. Away for Cusack. Has been a revelation in the front row. Dunbar breaks away. He chips over the top and gets taken out. Ken Healy runs back and he's taken a huge shot from Seymour. Look at the support coming in here for Glasgow. They get the ball straight back. Vernon goes to Dunbar. Oh, the pass has gone to no one. Killick can't get it. And of course there was still Maitland waiting on the wings out there all by himself. But the ball couldn't reach him. And eventually he's been cleared away. Kirchner giving it back for Hogg. On the kick, that could be trouble. Oh, unbelievable turnover. It's gone back to Leinster. Have they got they do have the man to get the ball back. And it's a big charging run up there from Heaslip. Goes driving down. Again, it's Cooney. Short pass. Glasgow keep it. Try and keep the defence tight. But here we go with Cullen. Nice pass. Let's see for McFadden. Well, they're close, only a few metres out. 8 metres now. As they go back a few in Glasgow, finally might turn this over. They do. Strauss waits, the defence resets, and it will be Cussiter who drills it downfield, straight down the throat of Kirchner. And he'll run it back, offloading, finding Dave Carney. Oh, they're going all the way wide for O'Driscoll. Back inside for Healy, who has been simply involved in everything. Leinster look to drive. Don't get anything going. O'Driscoll steps, he's through! Brian O'Driscoll up to Hogg, and Hogg makes a good tackle. Well, Brian O'Driscoll, such a revelation of a player. Here's Strauss. Oh, here is Heaslip. Trying it up the middle for Leinster. Once again, taking the short plays off the back to O'Driscoll. Surely Leinster favourites to score here. Surely favourites for this match as well. Ken Healy plays scrum half, giving it to Gopeth, who smashed backwards. No room at all for Jimmy Gopeth. And Glasgow try to pay the price and turn him over. Now they've got their scrum half back and they swing it wide. And McFadden and Carney throws it back in field. Heaslip, he'll play scrum half and a huge hit. Big shoulder charge from Cussiter. And the whistle was blowing. They'll call that up. And that ends a very dull piece of play. And a change already. We've got Healy coming off for Bent. Well, Healy's been involved in everything. I think he's just completely run himself to a standstill. Unbelievable for the start of this match. And what's this as well? Wow, that is a massive call. Nearly right out in front, slightly to the right. And Leinster have gone for the corner. Well, if this doesn't pay off, there'll be some harsh words, I'm sure, in 6 minutes. Here's Strauss throwing it. Oh, and they've lost the line out. Cussiter gives it to Dunbar, and he pumps it downfield. Good kick, too, from the inside centre. And Jackson's chasing hard. Kirchner giving a nice pass to McFadden. Bit of a hospital pass, really. And look at Glasgow. Oh, desperately just about getting that ball. A short run, the scrum half. Cooney goes upfield. And he's driven backwards over halfway. Now they lose it. Here's Vernon. Oh, Vernon, great ball off the back from Richie Vernon. Upside for Lamont. Lamont's looking good. He chips ahead for Seymour. But it will be picked up from McFadden and knocked on. That is a killer play. That is a massive play from Seymour and Lamont. That is game changing. Look at that hit from Seymour. And another change. It's Toner on for Ross. Have you seen anything like this before? Leinster are in disarray as they head to just about half time. They have a bit more defending to do here. Something's going on with those front rowers. They are out on their feet here. And the whole front row has been changed, and the difference it makes there is both sides get a bit of a shove on. Strauss will come off the back of the scrum, and he gets drilled as well. Good defence from Leinster. It's Jackson going to Maitland. Good offload from Maitland to Lamont. Dunbar, oh, he's knocked it on, and he's thrown away a try. That is massive. In the overall context of this match, how big will that be? Cusack on hand. And the poor tight head prop, he could smell a try. He could smell finals glory. As the ref calls half-time on anything but a dull first half. Leinster and Glasgow all tied up 0-0. not the best scoreline. Leinster have been unable to pierce the Glasgow defence, which has been so strong. And, well, the same has gone the other way, but Glasgow have had no ball. Let's have a look at the stats. It's 25% ball for Glasgow, 75 for Leinster. That is why Leinster have just been plugging and plugging and plugging. They turned down 3 points, proceeded to lose the line out, and then got themselves in a world of trouble. 5+ phases, yeah, we've seen that. 1 for Leinster. That was a very, what can you call it? It was just hammering at the door of Glasgow, and Glasgow held strong. It was just a great display of defence. Kicks, well, Glasgow made more. Line breaks, Leinster 4-2. And both sides have been guilty of 4 handling errors as well. So if Glasgow can get more ball, they could find themselves a chance to score here. This is going to be another one of those tight, low-scoring, nasty little finals where either team could pip it with one moment of brilliance. Who's it going to be? There's 40 minutes to go in the weekend of champions. Glasgow and Leinster all tied up, 0-0. The Rabodirect Pro 12 final. Let's crack back down. There's only one half left in this fantastic weekend of trophy wear. Stick around for the second half. Jimmy Gopperth will get us back underway with Leinster. And it hasn't been a half to remember for the fly half. Hammered, knocked on, and he's not been very influential at all. As Vernon gets it down, Cussiter, beautifully. Here's Jackson. Could you believe this? He's gone for a drop goal. It is slightly off to the right. It bounces up and it's going to go dead, and they'll head back to halfway. Wow. Jackson, well, the intent is clear here from Glasgow. Of course, the option of it going dead now is they can go all the way back to where he thumped it from. It was quite a nudge too from Jackson, but just off the target, and just wide, just short as well. Now here's Leinster. They'll go to Gopperth, who has been clipped around the head from Cussiter, and there's 2 let-offs there for Leinster now. They will kick this away, or will they? What's Gopperth got on his range? I've seen big kicks like this before, but he's not keen. Gopperth going for touch. Leinster want the try. 46 gone. And this is a stalemate thriller. Who's going to take the initiative? Strauss will throw in. They look at the front. Surely McCarthy is the target, and he is. And he puts it down, nicely done. And all set up for Leinster to attack. Of course, they've got all sorts of subs on, and Cussiter again. That surely can be yellow. The ref doesn't look interested. He's called a penalty, but 3 points now has to be an option for Gopperth. Oh, well, I don't agree with this at all. I don't agree with this from Leinster. It's grand final time here, Leinster. It's 0-0. You've thrown away 3 shots at goal. 5-man line out here for Strauss to throw in. I don't know what's going through Leinster's mind, but they've lost another line out. Cussiter away to Strauss. It doesn't matter what number's on your back, because it's just got to be kicked away. And it's not a bad result either from Strauss, the number 8. He has hammered that one up to halfway, and I'm sure someone with a higher number on their back would be probably quite happy with how that one turned out. Strauss will throw in again. It's stolen in the middle. Keller takes the glory on that one, and now it is running away. Lamont looking for Dunbar. He was open for Maitland, but he is in the end dragged over the sideline. Maitland just ran a bit too wide with the play, found himself on the touchline, but what has happened to the Leinster lineouts here? That time they nail it. McCarthy gets the ball, and he sits it up on halfway. They look wide. Big passes going out to O'Driscoll, who decides to kick. Hoggs let it bounce. Is it going to go dead? Is it going to go dead? It does. Oh, Glasgow fans just about fainting in their seats up in the stands. They played that one out as long as possible. But the kick from O'Driscoll was just short, just too long. And it's a good result in the end for Glasgow, but boy, there were just about gasps and tears in the stands as Glasgow put the scrum away and Cussiter goes to Strauss. He goes back to Cussiter. Dunbar runs the decoy round and an intercept. Oh, this could be a try. It's McFadden breaking away over the 22, but Hogg takes him down. Fantastic tackle from Hogg at the back. But Leinster hot on attack here. Oh, Gopeth has just chipped that through. Oh, that's not a bad kick though. And it will in the end be kicked dead from Maitland. Maybe he should have dived on it, because I think this is going to be a 5-metre scrum. Cooney will feed the scrum. Glasgow needs something special here on defence. There's 14 to go. Who is going to make this massive difference? They go to the open side. Not a bad idea. Gopeth going wide. Maitland's got work on defence against Dave Carney, and he hammers him and turns him over. Now he feeds Lamont. We're going end to end. Lamont will kick, and look who's giving chase. It's Vernon, it's Strauss, and it's Dunbar. Oh, look at Vernon too. He's no slouch, and he's offloaded it nicely, and it's gone to Murphy. Now it's with Cullen. The big second rower's ranging away. He's found Darcy. Back it goes. The substitute's filling the void in the middle. And McCarthy eventually goes to ground, and Hunter turns it over. Now Maitland breaks. Maitland looking for the corner. He's chipped over Kirchner. Can he recover? No, it will come down to Dave Carney. And this match has just opened up massively. Here's McFadden. He slips out of one. Oh, he's going all the way. That's not even McFadden. There's the front rower. Here it is, O'Driscoll. Could O'Driscoll score it? No, he gives it to Murphy. This is just end to end, side to side. He slipped now. Looking, switching it out wide for Cullen again. He dragged down finally. Release from Seymour. This match is leaving everyone short of breath. There's another charging run from Leinster. But I think Glasgow have it back. Here's Cussiter. Sucks in the defence, giving it to Lamont. He feeds it wide for Maitland. Don't tell me this could go all the way again. It's Maitland with the chase on Dave Carney. It's Lamont through the middle. Now we're down the end of Leinster. And it is Carney who kicks it away. Cussiter's away and through. He leads to find his way to the try line, but his chip kick is extremely poor, and it's found its way. Oh, a high tackle and into touch. But we won't be ending it because it was a high tackle. Another one from Cussiter. What do we have here? Extra time? I don't know, but it's going to be Gopeth who's kicked that away. And down for Jackson. He'll run it back with Lamont. Lamont again, and Maitland, this is it. Oh, he's been taken out. Unbelievable. The ref is not calling anything. Maitland gets taken out. Back it goes for Kirchner. And he doesn't want to play in his own goal line. Now it's Hogg running it back, finding Seymour. Seymour's away. That is it. Seymour will score, and it will be Glasgow who will take the cup in the 87th minute. That is it. Glasgow will take the glory. Seymour, finally someone got the try. But what a match. What an outstanding play. Seymour. Finally some open field. He was far too quick for Gopeth. No one has any energy left. They are out on their feet. It looked as though Hogg had passed that too early. He didn't fully commit the defence. But look at that. Seymour. He has claimed the trophy for Glasgow. It's a double for the Saints in Glasgow. Who would have thought? Who would have thought from the start of the season that it could have been done? The kick won't matter, but Jackson will take it anyway. He hits it nicely, it slides in. And of course he took that drop goal from halfway, just after half time. Is the ref going to call this one? He does, finally! And Glasgow take home the Rabodirect Pro 12. They are champions for 2014. These two teams were unable to be separated after 80 minutes. 0-0. It was two brick walls hammering at each other all night long, and there will not be a swan song for that man. Brian O'Driscoll goes home second. Leinster unable to do it. They could have. Both teams should have and could have scored many of tries. Seymour got the one that mattered. Jackson, his conversion was great, but it was 95 minutes past. That is the two scorers. Glasgow 7, Leinster 0. Well, I didn't think it would be a final like this. I thought it would be close, but I thought there might be some points in it throughout. There was breaks, there was long passages where Leinster hammered on, and there was plenty of line breaks. There was plenty of opportunities. The defence from both teams was just too good. It was too good from both of them. We said at half-time, Glasgow need their hands on the ball. In the end, it didn't matter, because they got their hands on the ball, but they couldn't score either. Leinster still take it overall, 57-43. Glasgow take the territory advantage, 66-34. But it really didn't matter. Neither side could finish. Seymour got the one that mattered. He got the one try. And in the end, Glasgow got themselves home. There was 4 high tackles, all from Cussiter. How he was not sent off, I don't know. There's no mention there of line breaks, but I guarantee you it was extremely high, because both teams literally ripped this game to shreds. From about the 60th minute, they were just cutting each other up, but the defence is scrambling, they're just running around like headless chickens, tackling everything in sight. Has won it out for Glasgow in the end, 7-0. Take a moment to have the glory here for Glasgow with the trophy. There it is, Rabodirect Pro 12, champions the Glasgow Warriors. And quite an achievement that is. Celtic pizza. So Steam says, well, thanks for that Steam. The Rabodirect Pro 12 going to Glasgow. An exhausting final. Such an amazing way to end the weekend of champions here on Cornflake's Crib, 7-0. And the 2014 Rabodirect Pro 12 winners, Glasgow Warriors. And that is us for the Pro 12 for 2014. Thank you for tuning in throughout the year for the whole 24 matches. Glasgow made it all the way to the final, and they somehow just got the job done. And we'll be done. That is us for the Pro 12, but I will be back very soon for plenty more, of course, with those two competitions rounding out. Of course, like I said, at the end of the Aviva Premiership, plenty more to come. We have got the June Internationals for one. Some other unnamed at the moment competitions starting up soon. You'll see that taking some spaces that the Rabodirect Pro 12 and the Aviva Premiership filled up. Some new series starting soon. Still got the career mode coming up, and plenty more other gaming action as well with these competitions done for this year. Super Rugby will still continue as well, and there's plenty more action to come, so stick around for that. Stay tuned, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy the series, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.